And once I had finished this little piece here, I liked the drawing and I put that drawing on my shop wall. And at the time, my son was, I think, 10 years old, and he came down to the shop one day and said, "Dad, I want to cut a stencil and spray paint a stencil." And so we were looking around to think, well, what would make a nice stencil? And I saw the drawing of the little face there, and I said, "Oh, that little face, that would make a nice stencil." I go by the street name Evereman, but it's more the name of the project, the Evereman project, more so than my name, but Evereman. We would paint these little pieces after school, and my wife and son and I, we used to like to go out on the weekend and get breakfast. And so we would go to different parts of town and get some breakfast, and then we would put the Evereman around that my son and I had made during the week. And it just was a lot of fun, and I got carried away. What can I say? I mean, it's part of my day now. I mean, I always have Evereman with me, and wherever I go, I'll leave them behind. Some amount of them I'll Instagram or tweet, but most of them are just left for anyone to happenstance come across. Well, this is actually the first Evereman piece, and when it was built, I didn't realize it was Evereman, but the face, I did a scale drawing for this face, and that is the image that became the Evereman image. I've been an artist all my life, and my feeling on what art is communicating with people, and so this is how my art communicates with people. I make these smaller pieces to share, right, to put out in the world. I think that it's healthy for us to have this little nudge of something out of the ordinary. When you come across something quirky and unique in the environment, I think people will stop and kind of think about it and just pull you out of yourself even if it's just a moment. I like the idea of kind of art for all, or sharing this work, having it for anyone. And I'm a Woody Guthrie fan, and he's something of an everyman, I guess. And so we were just toying with names, and I wrote the word everyman under the image. And my son said, "Well, what if we change that Y to an E?" And as soon as we did that, I knew that we had it. I mean, it worked. I mean, so it's Evereman. It's art for all of us.